All right. Thank you very much, Jake, as always. I'm sorry about what happened Wednesday night. I wasn't, I was on vacation. I am back. Welcome to the after party. We got a long night tonight talking about a lot of things that are going on. A lot of things that are going on. I'll give people a minute to show up, and then we're going to get started right away. Because we got some goofy shit going on today. I don't know. Well, I am glad you made it. All right. I'm just going to give people a minute to show up, and I want to get started right away. We have a lot to cover tonight. So, now, while we wait for people to come in, we need change because the change is the only necessary thing that is preventing us from scripting the world even worse as a scripted fake phony Governor Bill Clinton. Here. And I'll reply back after the show. If you're talking to me, Truth Hurts, I'll reply back after the show or tomorrow. But there it is right there. I put it in the chat. Alrighty, I think there's enough people here for me to begin. Alrighty, let's do it. We got a lot to something a lot more local and a lot more stupid before we get going with the real stuff. So I'll start with something that is so easily stupidly debunkable. So we have this scripted election next month in the state of California, the governor election. There is a Republican or a fake Republican candidate, Steve Hilton, who worked for Fox News for a long time. And I'm going to do an impression of him right now. So, everybody, what we need is a tax cut for all of Americans. Because if we don't have the tax cut, people are going to go out of business. I'm going to enforce Proposition 103, which is one of the most popular insurance propositions in the history of California, because Proposition 103 was a very big success. Meanwhile, I like to trick the fuck out of my supporters because it actually is the most leftist liberal ballot measure that has existed in the 1980s. So just in a sheeple world, forget about, you know, the whole thing's fake and phony. And I mean, you could just see it. But just going into a sheeple, like a people that believe this stuff real quick. I just want to show you all. People, and I'll show you the county map too. I mean, just going over that real quick. If I can find the freaking SVG file that goes along with it. There it is. Look, so this is the map, the subdivision map. Look at where all the votes, and yes, by the way, is red, which is yes on Prop 103, and left vote. So according to their fake, phony, scripted data, look where all the red is. It's in the core of the Bay Area, which is supposed to be libtard central, and LA County, which is, according to data, libtard central. And Orange County somehow at that time voted yes. Again, it's scripted and fake. But just if you're a sheeple, just looking at this, what he said about Prop 103 is ridiculous. It is one of the most progressive, scripted progressive measures in the history of the state. But that's in a sheeple perspective. Of course, in our perspective, it's fake, phony, full of baloney. So, Jake, we just in case Jake just showed up, we have a fake phony Republican candidate that's saying Prop 103 is this great conservative thing. Meanwhile, look where all the yes votes were in 1988. If we're looking at the fake phony data, it's all in the center of the Bay Area, which is supposed to be the most libtard place of the state. It's bullshit. I mean, oh, wait, did I not? Is it not up? Oh, that's stupid of me. There it is. There it is. Now you can see it. Look at that. Look at where all that red is. And that's all yes vote. And LA County somehow they script it again. It's fake and phony. That's why Orange County voted yes too. They didn't. That was scripted. That was scripted to get the yes passed, but most of it was in this region. I mean, come on. Even like other what were so-called libtard counties at the time, they even voted no. So that's how libtard Hilton is. But the whole thing's fake and phony, so at the end of the day, no one cares. But in a sheeple world, I just wanted to show this candidate sounded, because they have insurance measure in the wild. See, this is where they try to be more stupid with the public and more dumb and more dumb and more dumb and more dumb and more dumb. It's only getting worse, no matter which of the two parties we elect. It doesn't matter. Like I said, based off of this data, the only yes votes was in the most leftist places in the state. Yeah, no, no. And again, they scripted Orange County because they wanted to make it pass. That's that ridiculous BS. Let's get to more of the interesting stuff for tonight. I wanted to go over something really interesting about Jake is going to love this part. I hope Jake's still here. By the way, shout out to Jake the Awake. He is the number one. He's better than me. He's better than everybody. He is the number one. Please go check out Jake the Awake. But I was talking to Joe Zini the other day. Well, there was nothing going on at the hotel. It was dead. It was quiet. So I thought, okay, I'm going to StreamYard with Joe Zini, have a private conversation with him. So I decided, okay, let's look at some of these shills and what they've been doing, because I do like to watch what sometimes and see what they do. And good thing I do, because I was looking at a fake phony shill channel named Globebusters, and this is what they did. And I'll show it to you. They promoted Tyler Hansen on Globebusters the other day, or last week, or whenever it was. Okay, so let's show that nonsense right now so we can laugh at it. This is why I look at these shill channels sometimes, because I'll catch stuff like this.
628,000 followers. 5. The flower. But let's move on to number 5.
No,
the Flatter, who last year 600, they have gone up by 18,000 followers. Who last year had, yeah, that's a holy wow! Yeah, that's a good jump. 1.2 million followers. Congratulations. This means he has improved by 574,000 followers in a single year. And we're going to go ahead and move him up. 1, 2.
He is unlikable. I agree, Truth Hurts.
Boom. Change that color.
Yeah, that's right. Shills of a feather flock together. Exactly. That's why I'm showing this. So there's Globebusters, who was hosted by Jaronism and Bob Nodell for all those years, and Mark Sargent, and all those. I don't know for sure. I think Karen B was on here too. All those fake, ridiculous people. There's Tyler Hansen being promoted. There he is being promoted. Shills of a feather flock together. So anyone who wants to say that Tyler Hansen is not a shill, this proves he is a shill. This proves you're wrong if you believe he's not. This right here. Because a channel like this will not promote someone unless if they're part of the club. It's that freaking simple. Meanwhile, he's also on shows where people believe sports are real, injuries are real, and the production is real. So that's the type of podcast that he goes on. Oh, and he also goes on a podcast where they believe that, and you can watch one of my past streams to find out about this, that white people are space aliens. Yeah, he went on that type of podcast. Yeah, what a joke. That guy's a freaking idiot. He does. Tyler Hansen is definitely a government CIA agent. There's no way you're going to convince me otherwise. He works for the federal government. There's no question about it at all. Just look at the crap he does on a consistent basis. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what he does. And, you know, oh boy. So I had to show that first. We're going to get into the really stupid stuff now. Oh, yeah, they're pushing that extraterrestrial UFO, UAP, whatever you want to call it. They're pushing that fake, phony story all over the place. Oh, yeah, they got a lot of new clips where I'm going to show a few of them. I have not seen any of these yet, so I'm going to debunk them and see them for the first time, as you all will. So this is scripted News Nation, a what's so-called centrist news station. So, yeah, well, it's not hot, actually. It's about 74 degrees, which is a lot warmer than what it was last month, but still, it's not hot by any stretch of the imagination. But News Nation is a centrist or so-called centrist organization and a factual one, which we all know it's not. It is a fake, phony, push propaganda, government agent, scripted BS news station. But we all know that. We all know the drill. So let's hear this. And if you all know, this clown, we used to work on CNN, which was considered a left station. All right.
Last week, the president said we're going to get UFO released files very soon. Now, the FBI director echoes.
So the idea that there would be life on other planets that may be visited here would not at all shock or surprise me. Have you ever looked into it?
We're looking at it. Our job at the FBI is to work with the White House and DOW, give them the information. We already delivered our first tranche of information to that committee. And you're going to start.
Yeah, all he does is he's another actor. And if you've never heard it from me before, you're going to hear it from me now. Even when I was a sheeple, even then, I said I want the FBI and CIA defunded. Get rid of them. Don't reform it. Get rid of it. That's what I've said even then. But especially now. I think the whole thing needs to be cleaned out. Of course, there's a lot of other things that need to be cleaned out. But the FBI and CIA are two of the biggest jokes we've ever seen. I mean, look, Jaronism, Tyler Hansen, Mark Sargent, they all work for the same crappy group as these clowns.
Are seeing those releases literally happening in the very near future. We just met on it.
How come I don't get an invitation to hang out with Sean Hannity?
The one day they'll have that happen. Oh, I guarantee that'll happen one day. It's only a matter of time before they do that.
Well, I can't sit there in an ugly sports jacket and bullshit him as well as this guy? We still haven't gotten what was promised on the Epstein files. And who's...
Again, fake files, not real. Is there any proof of any of this beyond the AI photos that they spoon feed us? No. Is there proof that pedophiles in the government exist? Like, oh, wait, authentic intent? Joshua Dale Swift, that's his name, Dave Weiss, Jeranism, Alex Stein, who works for Fox News. Yeah. Although Fox News Australia, which is Sky News Australia, but yeah, there's proof of that, but they don't want to talk about that, do they? They don't want to talk about that because if they find out that fake flat earthers work for the government, then everyone wakes up, which is exactly what they don't want, which is why they're making up bullshit like Epstein. Yeah. Yeah. So here's Cuomo pushing a bunch of bullshit.
You don't believe this guy. Why would you believe?
And we don't believe you either, Cuomo.
Kash Patel. The guy lied to you about Epstein for profit. Gets in
Yeah, whatever. You're all liars.
there, does nothing, backpedals, and now we're supposed to believe him about UFOs? Or am I being too cynical? Let's ask News Nation special correspondent, investigative.
Oh, God. And this guy is a scripted character on News Nation, and they want you to think that this guy is supposed to be this aliens are real guy and a professor at a university. This is why. This is why. Listen, even when I was a sheeple, I quit college because I knew there was some shit going on over there. I will never go to college again. Never. Because of clowns like that guy on the right.
Journalist par excellence, Ross Coulthard. Ross, it is good to have you. Assuage my.
Oh yeah, look at that 1980s grainy, crappy quality video. What a show!
Misgiving.
Look at this.
Do you believe that this is the time we get a release, maybe of the many videos that George and Jeremy Corbell have been telling us that we need to see?
G'day, Chris. I do think we're going to get something. I think there are going to be very limited releases of maybe more blurry videos, maybe some good videos, but I certainly don't think we're going to get what we're all hoping for, and which I think a lot of people, including the American public in the main, generally demand, which is candor, openness about the full extent of the American government's knowledge about a covert retrieval program and reverse.
We want to brainwash the public because we want them to be stupid. Second of all, I'm a professor, which means anything I say goes, even though I'm pushing bullshit up people's asses. You see here, you have to believe UFOs or you are a ridiculous human being because I'm British, Australian, and I am a professor at a university. That's my impression of that clown. Exactly, but they hope to brainwash you in the process. They hope to brainwash you in the process, which most people do.
Engineering program for non-human technology.
There is non-human technology.
Concealed from the American public.
Okay, that's another thing I've just noticed. Look how unnatural that Adam's apple is. Look at how unnatural that Frame by frame, baby. Frame by frame. Tell me, does that look natural the way that Adam's apple moves right there? Here, someone said my internet broke down for a second, so I will re-show that part so everyone has a chance to see it. Look at this. Okay. We're getting to it right here. Look at the frame by frame. What a joke. What a joke this is. That was so fake and phony. No. I had to show that. Oh, what a joke. Woo. Who knows if it's AI, CGI, what the hell it is. It's fake.
And from the rest of the planet. And I really doubt very much that we're going to see any kind of meaningful disclosure that suggests that the US government is going to be admitting it's being party to a cover-up. I think what we will get is probably a very limited release of maybe 40 or so videos and photographs that show anomalous objects. But we'll still be teased with the idea there is a mystery there that's worth investigating when we actually know the US government knows a great deal more.
As if there's going to be more scripted bullshit that they're going to write. No. You know what I think's going to happen? I think this pandemic thing and this is going to be combined. They're going to have this get released. They're going to say these space aliens have a disease and force us to lock down. That's what's going to happen. And people are going to be so dumb that they believe it. Or, oh my God. People will just believe everything you see on the TV screen. No, that's bullshit on TV. Oh my God, what a joke. This is stupid.
It's such an easy opportunity for someone to come in and be a real disruptor of what matters.
A real disruptor. Trump a disruptor? No. He is the biggest insider, biggest establishment figure. Oh my God. They use that as a con to trick people into believing everything he says is real. Oh my God, what a joke. The TV is stupid. Oh my God, the TV's so dumb. Oh God, here's a clip from, oh God, and I have to show this because I know I have family who watches this crap network, Fox News. Let's make fun of these people. Oh God, my parents love this guy. That's why we're gonna make fun of Jesse Waters right now. Oh my God.
A whistleblower says one of the missing scientists was in charge of a classified program related to UFOs. Now, we don't know what's going on, but the government's lied to us for decades about pretty much everything.
They have, and they're lying about this too.
JFK, lab leak, Epstein, Hunter's laptop.
Those are all fake stories. Oh my God. To keep the left-right paradigm. What a joke.
The Russia hoax. And when we ask questions, they call us conspiracy theorists.
And you are a conspiracy theorist. So has the left. So is Alex Jones. So is Jaronism. So is all your House of Representatives and your senators and President Trump and President Biden and Obama and everyone before them. It's all made up stories.
But just like COVID,
fake pandemic. Okay.
we might be right. Dr. Michio
Oh, God, we've made fun of him before over at Jake's show. It's that Michio Kaku. Remember when he said that, what's that thing? That there's this black hole? Yeah, we get this joke clown on here now. Hi, Rose. How are you doing? RY, I'm happy to have you here, too. Hey, Rose, I don't know if I ever told you, but I like that dog. Is that yours? It's a cute dog. Anyway, we're going to get to this Michio Kaku clown who said there was a black hole. A couple years ago when I was first watching Jake, I was laughing at this clown. And he was on MSNBC, now also, or I'm going to call it BS Now. But here's this clown. Let's listen to what this ridiculous man has to say.
Who is a theoretical physicist? Doctor, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are
Doctor. They want to say it's doctor so people will believe this clown.
you about this UFO release?
I would put it at a 10 because we're at a turning point.
I would put it at a 10 because we're at a turning point. We want to brainwash the public into whatever we want them to be brainwashed by, which is why we're going to trick people into believing UFO bullshit. There's my impression of Michio Kaku. He is unwatchable. Jaron is unwatchable. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's horrible. That's exactly my point. He stinks. But that was my Michio Kaku impression. I'll probably do some more as this clown goes
For
on.
decades, we had to rely upon eyewitness accounts of housewives, truck drivers. People would snicker and laugh at them. Now we're talking about huge files that are top secret that for the first time in modern history are being given to the American public.
And we finally have the technology to script and rig a bunch of AI, CGI, grainy images that depict fake, phony UFOs that aren't real. We're going to trick the public into believing this bullshit because we want the public brainwashed and we want everyone to suffer. That's Michio Kaku.
So I'd like to congratulate President Trump.
Congratulate him. No, he's gonna. Oh God, this guy's a moron.
For having the nerve to go against recommendations by the FBI and the CIA.
Yeah, going against the recommendations of the FBI and CIA and brainwashing and stooping up the public even more so that they fall for whatever we want.
To release these files so that independent researchers, scientists can go over them and we can make up our own.
That looks like an airplane. That looks like just an airplane. That does not look like a freaking space alien craft. What the hell are they doing?
Own minds rather than having the CIA make up our minds.
And the CIA apparently is still fighting the full release. When you hear or see about a UFO that goes like that, up, down, left, right, at 90-degree angles.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is so fake looking.
Fast, you can't even believe it.
This looks like a video game.
What does that tell you?
It tells me that the laws of centrifugal force should crush the bones of the people inside the flying saucer. So either there's basically an automated flying saucer, so there are no bones to crack as the thing goes zigzagging left and right, or it represents a very high level of intelligence to create something like that. So in other words, we humans cannot get into a spaceship that goes zigzagging like that. Only aliens can.
You see, government agents can't make these type of things. Even the smartest CIA top agents can't, but space aliens can. This is our way to trick the public into believing this bullshit. God, this is getting ridiculous. I mean, this is a comedy joke. I can't believe it. And I worry it's only going to be a matter of time till me and my parents fight about this, because I've had to pretend around my parents to go along with a ton of stupid bullshit. But this is way too stupid for my comprehension. There's no way I'm going to be able to fake it around them. And I will tell them it's bullshit. There is no such thing at all. Oh, and I don't care at that point. I am not going to allow myself to go majorly stupid on this topic. I've had to pretend about other things, but this I'm not going to. Absolutely not. This is way too stupid, way too ridiculous. I mean, this is a comedy act. This is a comedy act. They literally used a footage from the Game Boy game Super Mario Land when you have that final battle on the submarine. It took the characters out of it and inverted the colors. They literally did that for one of their stupid footages. What a complete joke. I mean, what a joke. This is how dumb this whole thing is.
But even their bones would break. So it must be a very high level of.
I mean, what the hell? This looks like it's just a freaking star. Some demonic star.
Computer technology.
It probably means something.
And you're hearing these eyewitness reports from military.
God, look at this. All right. Look at the red thing. Look, it looks like a freaking, look at this. It looks like a 1990s video game. From like a DOS, MS-DOS game. I mean, what a joke. Or one of those Windows 95 games. I mean, come on.
Officials, intelligence officials.
I've seen quality like that on video games as a kid. This is ridiculous.
3.5 feet, 4.5 feet.
Look at how stupid this is.
Small in stature. They can walk. Why does this seem to be the common description of alien life?
Oh my God. What is going on here? Oh my God.
Well, we don't know until we have actual samples of this. That is, close encounters of the second kind. Not just visual hearsay, but real, authentic pound of flesh, the bodies, the wreckage of the flying saucers. That's close encounters of the second kind. That's what we need. And hopefully in these documents, we're going to find some evidence of that. Recovered aircraft of alien technology, the bodies, what have you.
3-foot bodies. Oh, look at what number they're using. They're using the number 3 again. When do they not use that number? Listen, RY may be right on that. To be honest, I've seen games like that, but I'm sure that they've made games higher quality. I do agree with RY. I have seen games, though, that look like that. I have. It's stupid no matter what. They do. I mean, this is, oh my God. I'm telling you. If they continue with this and the public believes it, our world's going to hell. We're not going to have a world anymore, because this is about listen, they've done stupid things in the past. This is by far the most dumbest thing that they've ever done, ever. I mean, they could literally fake a ton of things if people believe this crap. Again, they could have space aliens have these diseases for another fake pandemic again. Think about that. They could really, really become authoritarian on us if people are this stupid to believe this junk. Oh my God. It's a joke. It is a joke. Listen, yes and no. So this is what I mean by that, RY. Yes, my generation is waking up to more stuff. You are right on that. But who do they listen to? They listen to Young Turks. They listen to people like Shane Dawson, another scripted actor. They listen to people, some of them Sharon. They listen to freaking fittest son of a bitch, Tyler Hansen. And some of them still believe some things are real. Like one of them that agrees with me on some things, she believes the Epstein files are real, and she believes that this war in Iran's real. So they've woken up more, but I won't say they totally wake up. My generation is wake. I'm done with everything. I am fully awake to this just nightmare. I agree. Atari. Yeah, it is Atari footage. I agree with you. It is. I wouldn't be surprised if he said that, to be honest. I will say, I think Gen Z in that regard is smarter. But also some of those people that believe in that want socialism as well, which, I mean, we already live in a socialist society. Let's be honest about that. There's some free market elements, but trust me, we are more socialist than a free market here. And I just believe these so-called socialists are just going to make it worse. I mean, the whole thing's fake and phony and corrupted. They've done so much crap in the past. I mean, getting rid of the gold standard, taking away a lot of our Second Amendment rights. Yes, we technically still have a Second Amendment, but it's very restricted, even though it clearly says don't infringe upon it. You can't have automatic weapons without registration and all that crap. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What a joke. They do. Gen Z, I would say they have potential. I would say Gen Z has potential. But yeah, I mean, everything is stupid here.
Hopefully, in this mountain of declassified documents, will be more than just, I saw something last night, dear. It maybe it's, hey, we have the body. We can do autopsies. We can look at the reverse engineer.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a fake autopsy and just write a script about it. I'm pretty sure they'll do that. Oh, that's a guarantee.
The engine. That would be the turning point. And I hope that these files make that possible.
Oh, God.
For the first time in history.
There's reluctance to release everything because there's a competition between the Russians and the Chinese. There's an indication there could be a real fight.
Oh, that's another thing. We may live in a one world government. This whole fake space alien thing. They're going to say space aliens have this disease. We need to live in a one world government. I'm telling you. If people are stupid enough to believe this, I think they're stupid enough to believe anything. I really do. And yeah, there is no competition. It's all a Hollywood scripted act. Yeah, no. You're right. But this really is I mean, think about it. They could say these extraterrestrials have this disease that humans could instantly die or something. They could make up so much crap if they can get people to believe this. Just they have a plethora, an unlimited plethora of stuff that they could lie about. The whole thing is a joke. Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Maybe they'll be like an Alienates. You may be right. It could be. I mean, what a joke this is.
Or alternative.
They'll say that they can morph into humans. No. If people believe this, I think our world's going to die. I do. Because at this point, if they could get away with lying about this, they could get away with lying about anything and everything. and make it seem like it's truther talk, and it's anti-establishment talk, even though they're right up the establishment's ass. I know, exactly.
Alternative energy sources that could be tied into some of these missing scientists.
Countries have to get access to energy, and that's what we do at Los Alamos National Laboratories, Jet Propulsion Laboratories. Look at sources of energy, fusion, fission, maybe even antimatter, and perhaps that's the reason why these scientists disappeared out of thin air.
Oh God, 13. Oh look, they have a 3 in there again. Go figure.
Or they died in very mysterious circumstances. Somebody wants that technology.
That technology is going to make someone very rich and very powerful.
Very rich and very powerful. Oh my God, it's going to be fake. Of course, it's going to be scripted. Just like Elon Musk's wealth is artificial. Oh God.
So you want the government to give you something, a sample, maybe a pound of flesh, so you can test it.
Well, that would be
You don't trust the government to test this stuff. You want independent scientists to get their hands on some things.
I would like to set up a scientific committee that has the
independent scientists, my ass. They're all connected to the government. And some of them aren't even scientists, like Bill Nye. He was a Hollywood actor who acted for Disney. And they hired him to do that show. And you could watch Jake, the Awake, or formerly known as Jake the Asshole versus Bill Nye. And I have to say his old name because I think that's what the video's under. But you can watch it. He destroys Bill Nye's argument completely.
The know-how to do a dissection like that, to look at the DNA, if they have any DNA, and to find out exactly what their architecture is, whether it's parallel to our evolutionary.
It'll get rebuilt worse, probably. They'll probably script things even worse. Oh, yes, and new layer of LaFleur tomorrow. Please go check out at the LaFleur Network. So youtube.com/@LaFleur Network to watch him tomorrow. Exactly, it doesn't. It proves that they're liars. It does actually prove something. It proves that they're liars. It proves that they're corrupt, and it proves that they want us to make the public even more dumb. So in that regard, it does prove that. So it does prove that they're highly corrupt and that they're all part of the same club. That it proves.
Development, or there's another parallel development that we not even know about.
You probably liked dissecting the frog in science in 3rd grade, didn't you, Doctor? You did. You don't have to say it. It's okay. You sick man. Just kidding. Love you.
God, that was horrible. God. Oh, and then there's this other clown on Fox News. I'm going to show you right now. Let's watch this clown. Let's watch this stupid idiot clown. Where is it? Another show that my parents absolutely love, which is why we're going to make fun of this loser. Hannity. Oh, hate him. Hate him. Let's make fun of this idiot. Oh, you play guitar? Okay. Yeah, my internet went out for a second, but RY, I did not know that, and I like to learn new things about my audience, especially my mods. You all are fab people. I'm thank you for being here.
I think it runs a lot deeper. Most compelling information I saw from our own astronauts on top of the videos.
Oh, yeah. And they're saying that there were UFOs on the fake moon landing. Well, the moon landing's fake. So that means the UFOs are fake too. What a joke. And that proves the moon landing's fake. That proves it. If they're saying that, okay, yeah, well, anyone who still believes the moon landing, that confirms that that's fake. Because if a space alien ship is there, it's definitely fake. I mean, come on. I mean, thanks for making it easier for us to debunk them. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. There was technical difficulties. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm back. Hey, RY, can I'll email you. I have your email. I'll email you, buddy. But I had one more impression, RY, before you leave. I have one more impression for RY before he leaves.
Up to him, and he said he was going to get it out there, and that gummit, he kept his word.
And Trump, I want to personally thank Trump for being a brainwashing shill government agent like me. I'm a congressman, a Republican, a fake, phony right-winger who wants to be just as awful as the left. And this is why we both support the UFO bullshit lies, because we want to make sure that we lie to everybody. Now, I like to be a fake, phony piece of shit in Congress who votes for every major scripted event and make sure that I lie and keep being pro-establishment. I'm up Trump's ass and Fox News's ass, which means I'm up Alex Stein's ass, which means I'm up Jeranism's ass too. You see, shills of a feather flock together, and I am, in fact, a shill, a congressman from Tennessee. So guess what? If you don't believe in me, guess what? Too bad, because this is what we're going to do. That's him. That's my impression of that clown.
And, but I want to warn people, though, this early stuff that we're seeing is not all of it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
And it's going to just be, we're going to get to the tip of the iceberg. And that tip of the iceberg is going to be when we fake alien pandemic so we can trick people into being brainwashed pieces of shit who live on the street and are homeless, because we're going to steal even more taxpayer dollars and take everyone's money and bring digital ID in a one world government so we can control everybody with the lie of the space alien lie. I mean, it could happen. That could happen. And it probably will happen. I mean, this is just getting stupid.
But Trump's having to fight, he's having to fight the deep state.
He is the deep state. Trump is the deep state. Just like Alex Jones on InfoWars would shut down. Thank God. That's one shill that we don't have to worry about anymore. Oh, yeah. Jeranism. That's part of the deep state. Dave Weiss, deep state. Mark Sargent, deep state. Fittest son of a bitch, Tyler Hansen, deep state. Russian bids, deep state. Flatzoid, deep state. Ronnie and Jason from Awake Souls, deep state. Will Duffy, deep state. Oh my goodness, what a complete comedy act joke these people are. It's just getting more dumb and dumber and dumber and dumber every single time. Oh my God. It is a good impression. I agree, RY. It is a good impression. Jake's RV impression is great. Oh God.
And it's just and the next the next files will be tougher to get, but I suspect he'll get them because he is Trump. He knows how to work this thing.
Oh no, it's because it's going to be written in the Hollywood script, not because of Trump.
And until that day comes, though, there's still going to be more and more, and there's going to be more questions.
God, what? This is a joke. This whole thing is a stupid joke.
Okay. When you watch the S4.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fox News. Sorry. Fox News, deep state. CNN, deep state. MS Now, deep state. Young Turks, deep state. Ben Shapiro, deep state. What's it called? Turning Point USA, deep state. Sorry, I forgot about all that.
The Bob Lazar story, which I know you're very familiar with.
Sure.
He's saying we have aircraft. Do we?
I think we do, but I don't.
Oh my God. This is just getting more and more stupid as we go.
Don't think they're quite in our hands. I think what they
we have them, but they're not quite in our hands. Oh my God. Yeah, because it's fake. It's Hollywood acting, and your acting stinks. Your acting stinks. It's horrible. God, your acting is horrible. You suck at acting. Oh my God. What a joke. We have them, but they're not in our hands. What a joke. What an absolute joke. I mean, come on. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Yeah. God, this is so stupid. I know it is. That's what I'm saying. The people who say that are that. That's what I'm trying to point at. No, but I know what you're saying, RY.
Done is handed out to some of our defense contractors or some private entities because that way they're not FOIA-able, Freedom of Information Act. Say we handed something off to Ford Motor Company. We haven't, I don't think, but had me as a congressman. Exist, and here's the footage of what we're seeing, and we don't know what they are.
Well,
and why in the world would these pilots go ahead? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, the astronauts aren't going to lie. I know you were in the age of disclosure. Marco Rubio's comments in that film, and wow.
God. And guess where those fake astronauts started? A lot of them as fake astronauts in Hollywood, in movies. What does that tell you? What a joke. How much longer are they going to keep this going before too many people wake up? How much longer are they going to keep this type of crap going? Oh my goodness. I mean, it just gets even more ridiculous every week. It's getting more ridiculous every single week. What a joke. What a comedy act. This is just, oh God. I mean, I cannot, I know people fall for shit, but God, people, I didn't think they were this stupid. I really did. Oh, they really are maybe this stupid. Oh God, what is this?
I mean,
Speaking of that type of stuff, it's time for another impression. A partly awake version of Ask Mongold. I can't believe My sincere apologies for that. I don't know what the hell happened there. I agree, RY. Let's do that. Thank you very much, Paula K. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, God, this whole thing was... It's a joke. It's just a joke. And I feel bad that the Wi-Fi completely collapsed. Maybe I'll redo this Wednesday. Unless the people return, then I'll continue. I'm having hiccups. I will be right back. In the meantime, here's a special feature from a previous video from Jake's channel. While I go use the restroom real quick and do all that. I'll be right back, though.
Booyah! And just like that, we are back in business for another wow. Before I was rudely interrupted by my own watch page, as I was saying, welcome to another edition of Wild, Wacky, Wake 'em Up Wednesday. And I am your host, the one and only Jake the Awake. Here we are again, another Wednesday, y'all. Another Wednesday. Are you guys ready to have some fun tonight? I got a good show lined up for you. I know I say that every week, but I mean it every week, right? And I believe I do deliver every week. So, how have you guys been? Tough times out there, huh? You guys ready to have some fun? I see I got Suzette in here. She's ready. Dab 2172 is ready. Rose is here. She says Nate X. I guess she's saying hi to Nate. Big Money Bob, who's been coming in with some gifted Jake the Awake memberships tonight already. And he says, Big Money Bob says, he says, was it? up. Whew. It's like I take years off my life each time I do that. One of these days I'm gonna wuzz up and kill myself. Whew. Takes a toll on the soul to do that. It does. I don't know how many more I got left. But you guys got lucky. You got one out of me. Best damn wuzz up you ever heard. 6 ways from Sunday. All right, there you go, Big Money Bob. And that's for those gifted memberships that you bought tonight. I see that Big Money Bob has already purchased like 15, 20 gifted memberships or more. The dude's a legend. I can't believe he does it. He's really awesome. He's like the reason why I have members at this point. And you members get to enjoy the Fittest Flat Earther parodies, which are going to be exclusive for members until I decide to show them during a live stream. All right. Which tonight I'm thinking I'm going to show one of my members only Fittest Flat Earther parodies tonight because I'm feeling like I'm in a good mood and I'm going to bust that guy's balls later tonight. So, all right, let's get this party started. So, had some super chats come in before the show even got started. And we're down here. So in order for me to show them to you, there they are. All right, so Rye coming in with the first super chat. And this came in like an hour and a half before the show even started. So it's not even showing up in my streaming software. So I got to show it to you this way instead. Rye says, Fittest Flat Earther goes on Roseanne and Richie from Boston's podcast, drunk, and goes on a rant about Jake the Awake. Richie from Boston offers him some organic Bible vape juice. He takes a hit and relaxes. All right, going to get started with some multiple impressions rolled into one for RY, who is a very generous supporter of the channel.
Oh, I pulled up a live by accident. I meant to pull up a video. I pulled up a live by accident. Oh, no. I'm back. Let's see what joke comedy show we're going to put up next. I think I had one more for you all. One that actually just came out too. Like today. This clown again.
Let's dive deeper, okay? Let's bring in national special correspondent and host of Reality Check, Ross Coulthart. Ross, it's so great to have you here on this day after this historic day. You've obviously been on the front lines for years pushing for transparency. We're all just curious about your opinion. Did you see anything in these files that was new to you or surprised you or stuck out to you?
Actually, to be honest with you, a lot of it was old. A lot of the FBI files have been around for years. I think the Defense Department was playing games, frankly, because a lot of those files were already publicly available. What is new is, frankly, what it indicates. It indicates that the White House, President Trump, laudably has decided to take this issue seriously. People...
As in trying to brainwash the public seriously, taking the issue seriously of making people dumber. The whole thing's a joke, and it's not Trump that does it. It's all a Hollywood act, and he's just a character of the world stage. But we all know that.
Are very keen to know what the US government knows, what it's hiding on UAPs. And I'm told the best is yet to come. There are...
Oh, God. The worst is yet to come, most likely.
Videos coming up in coming weeks, which will be released. I did an interview with Lou Elizondo, the former head of the Pentagon program, yesterday, who investigated UFOs, and he told me that he's seen videos which involve 4K imagery, high-definition imagery.
Oh, God. Probably AI imagery. It's going to be AI. If it's that high of a quality, it's going to be AI. There's no way.
Of a craft moving underwater at speeds that defy prosaic explanation. It's certainly not human.
Yeah, there's so many questions that still come, even just watching videos. Maybe they are old, but a lot of the
Yeah, they're going to do it. They are going to try to stupid this public even more.
U.S. public hasn't seen them yet. And after years of denial, though, we know that the government at least is promising to become more transparent. Several people testified last year in Congress, the President of the United States, he's going to prioritize it. But I'm wondering whether or not you still share any sort of concern that there is still some gatekeeping that's going to happen, whether it's military authorities, aerospace companies, members of the intelligence community that may still try to hold back even from the President of the United States.
Yes, there is. David Grush, the very senior whistleblower, former US Air Force intelligence officer who appeared exclusively on News Nation in 2023 with me, where he revealed the existence of this crash retrieval and reverse engineering program involving alien technology.
God, this is so dumb.
He's gone public basically saying that he does think the CIA and the Defense Intelligence Agency are blocking further disclosure.
Or like they're not ready to make people even dumber and trying to smarten it up. God, this is a joke.
I know that for a fact. There are whistleblowers inside the program who are feeling intimidated, threatened about coming forward. And there are, as you know, ongoing investigations into claims that people have been threatened or indeed killed to protect this secret. It's a very grave thing. And I think there's a pushback from gatekeepers who are trying to stop this evidence from coming out.
God, it gets stupider and dumber as we go. Oh, God. I mean, how much more stupid can this get?
I know it's a difficult transition for the American public, but the moment they become aware just how real this story is and realize they've been lied to for the last 60, 70 years, I think there's going to be a huge shock. And I think the government is doing the right thing. President Trump has acted laudably by doing this. It's a really impressive decision on his part.
Yeah,
and I think the public deserves...
He's not doing it. It's the people in charge of him. This whole thing's a joke. This is just a pre-programming to get people to be dumber. That's all this is. Again.
The truth. And I do know from my own sources, they want the information out.
So, Ross, do you think that this is going to open the door and pave the way for more whistleblowers to feel comfortable? They're seeing their government actually standing behind their word that they're going to have more transparency, and now whistleblowers won't have to be whistleblowers anymore. They could just be truth tellers.
Well,
no, more like bullshit tellers. There's no truth in this at all. This is all a bunch of comedy lies. Oh, God.
Wish the government and indeed sections of the Democrats as well blocked legislation, the UAP disclosure laws, that would have made it easier for whistleblowers to feel comfortable about coming forward. That was going to be included in the Defense Appropriations Bill late last year. Unfortunately, certain key politicians blocked it at the behest of the defense aerospace industry, and one has to wonder.
This is all a bunch of bullshit. The whole thing's Hollywood. Just like in Hollywood. This is all this is. It just gets dumber as we go.
Why? Why don't major corporations that are allegedly holding this technology not want you, the American public, to know about it? I think it's a really good development that the president's doing this. It's to be applauded. And I think the only thing the public...
it's to be booed because we're about to live in a one-world government. And again, he's not the one doing it. It's the people that are telling. The whole thing's an act.
Should be doing is keeping the pressure on to make sure the government follows through with its promise.
Yeah, we only got about 30 seconds left, but is it fair for the public to just be asking why now? I know that's a question that I got on my X account when I promoted the fact that I'd be speaking to you. Should we be skeptical about why this is happening at this time?
Well, some people say it's a diversion from the Epstein files in the Iran war, but I'm assured by people in the administration who've reached out to me that this is a very genuine effort. And if you think about it, the president...
And, of course, the Epstein files are fake as well, just as fake as this story. So the whole thing's just a comedy act. Again, if you want to see real pedophiles that work for the government, look at Authentic Intent, look at Dave Weiss, look at Jeranism, look at that whole fake flat earth cult that tried to lie about that. There's your real pedos. But they won't talk about that because that will destroy their whole narrative. What a joke. I mean, come on.
Wants to expose what he calls the deep state. And this is a best example of that.
News Nation special correspondent, host of Reality Check, Ross Coulthart. It's an honor to speak to you on this day. Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
God, this is a joke. What a comedy joke. What a joke this whole thing is. Of tonight, we're a lot of this Wednesday because I see a lot of people left. More so back Wednesday.